What's up? It's your girl in the Liar Muse, and we're back with another video. So today's topic and mindset that we're going to examine is Dr. David Danley, who is actually the individual in which this whole incident occurred, in which I filed, an investigation to be conducted with Liberty University, and then I had to escalate it with the United States Department of Education, the Civil Rights Department, specifically working with District 11. Okay, and so District 11 encompasses, it's like the metro area, which includes like DC, but Virginia, because Liberty University is in Virginia. Okay, so today we're going to examine Dr. David Danley. Now, the issue with this is when I go on to Liberty University, well, first let me give you an update regarding the matters, if you've been following the case. So long story short, it was my second week of class. I had changed my picture, which I revealed my face, because prior I did not have no face. I have had previous experiences taking online courses, when I was getting my master's degree, and I noticed that there was some weirdness. So I was like, to make so that I don't have any more difficulties, or to prevent me from experiencing any challenges or whatnot, let me just go incognito, because my name is what you would consider racially ambiguous, right? Now that is a thing. Okay, the statistics, and I will maybe include that in below, in which depending on what names, and that's why people from, let's say, foreigners come to the country and they take on what they would call an American name. Okay, so it is in a sense to assimilate in order to be more accepted into the culture, right? Because people may assume certain things about you, and this is a fact, right? Look at the statistics. Okay, but continuing on. So when I showed my face is when I not noticed, but it's factual. The teacher who claims that they have written the material, right? So they've written the material, they've written the rubric, right? Starts to grade me differently, right? According to what the standard that he wrote. This is what I'm talking about. This is why I say people like, for example, Anton Daniels, who's teaching, is a false teacher, and he's getting there's some incentive in it, because he can't even do basic statistics, right? And see that in America today, on a daily, not on a year, not in a month, but on a daily, it was, I believe, either 56 or 58% experience racism. And then actually with Hispanics, I think it was either around 54 or 55. I've already made a video regarding this topic, right? But even just experiencing your own personal lives. Now, for instance, if you live in areas that are more, where you see more melanated beings, you're not maybe going to experience as much, what they would call racism. There may be colorism within the community, but racism not necessarily. But as soon as you step out into the whole world, because to be honest with you guys, there's a whole world out there, so you grow up in one particular area and you think that the world is always like that, when it's not, right? It's not like that. For the first time, honestly, when I've experienced, racism throughout my life, but when I remember going away to college and actually going to the city of Davis, and I was like, oh, this is what it truly feels like to be a Black individual. You know what I'm saying? All eyes on me, right? And, I'll save that for another conversation, what that experience is like. But it took me going outside of where I came from, because there were more individuals who were melanated. I didn't really get an opportunity. I didn't feel like what it truly means. Although, you may come across a person, you may have instances, but what it truly means to like always be in a sense where the narrative doesn't change, where, you're in an environment where, you're different, and it's clear, and there's a mentality, right? So anyways, continuing on, going back to Dr. Daniel, right? Dr. David Danley, sorry. This professor is a professor at Liberty University who, like I said, if you don't believe me, let's go back to the inbox, right? Let's see. Okay, so let's do it like this. Oh, I need to probably change the recording because let me see if I could change the camera. Oh, I can't. Okay, so I'll do the part 1, and then I'm gonna start flipping the camera because I started the camera this way. So this will be my introduction. Let's flip the camera, okay?